A quiet dog named Finnegan and something called the tickle trunk. For the generations who grew up watching Mr. Dressup, those are memories found only in Canada. Ernie Coombs, who portrayed the beloved character, would have turned 85 today. At this point, we usually take you somewhere in Canada, but tonight's story starts on your computer screen. Ian Hanomansing tells you why.
The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down.
16 years after Mr. Dressup's last show, 11 years after his death, Ernie Coombs was honored today in a way he could never have imagined. The so-called Google Doodle. Across Canada, anyone using the search engine today saw this.
It reminds us at a time when we have tablets and smartphones and television that sometimes simple is best.
Simplicity embraced in the high-tech offices of Google Canada, where staffers asked head office to create the whimsical countrywide tribute.
I think the pitch was something along the lines of, every single Canadian loved this guy, and we want to celebrate him, and I think they kind of bought into our enthusiasm.
The artist in California who created this has done lots of doodles for children's characters, like from Sesame Street, but Mr. Dressup sent him, well, searching through Google.
I had had a friend once refer to the tickle trunk before, and I had a Canadian friend. I had no idea what she was talking about. It was great because it was, you know, not too different from some of the children's shows that I grew up loving in the U.S. And as I learned more about Mr. Dressup, I wish I had the show in the U.S.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Ernie Coombs' daughter says he would have been thrilled, even though
Dad never used a computer, and he certainly didn't know what Google was. And he, as much as I encouraged him to try and use a computer, he was always that person that returned fan letters in a handwritten form.
What's Google? Well, Google is something to do with a computer.
Casey, still just 4.5 years old, also isn't quite sure what to make of all of this.
What? Why do they click on it? I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Casey and Finnegan's Puppeteer says there's nothing like Mr. Dressup today.
Nobody would ever put that group of people together and say, go ahead and, ad-lib half an hour show a day and we'll put it on the air. It wouldn't happen. But I think if it did happen, that probably children would respond to it.
And here I am at the tickle trunk.
And no doubt some of those children were introduced today to a character who for almost 30 years and more than 4,000 episodes charmed generations of Canadian kids before them. Ian Hanomansing, CBC News, Vancouver.
If you have an Only in Canada story idea, we want to hear from you. Just send us an email to onlyincanada@cbc.ca.